I am on tour. I've been on tour since March of 2023, and here it is, month 26. I normally don't stay in hotels, but today there was a dust storm on I-10. There was a whole lot just going on the trip. It was a rough ride, and I decided, you know what? It's been about a month since I took a hotel. I can treat myself to a hotel once a month. I got a bunch of cool shows coming up this week. And in the meantime, I want to show you guys how to play my new song called Invisable. So first, we tune our guitars to C standard. Now that we're in tune, the next thing I do is I capo up the first fret. And that is because the song is in D flat. Now all my songs are tuned, all my guitars pretty much are tuned to C standard. And I move the capo as I see fit. I am very, very capo happy. I've always been capo happy. Especially at this point with what I'm doing with the 1 minute, I am very capable happy. Alright, so now you're going to be playing the song like it's in the key of E. You know what? I'm going to show you the first way is if you're in standard tuning, which is capo 4, just move the capo to the the first fret and play it like you're in C. I'm going to first play it with a pick, the way a conventional guitar player plays it, not with my thimbles. And you can use the yellow one. There we go. This is a light pick. Again, this is the same as this. You see, except here you have that logo. So let's play it like you're playing it in standard, like you're just starting out on guitar and you want to learn how to play my song Invisible. This is what you would do to achieve that. C, G, F, C, C. The walk-up notes are O, 1, 2, 3, A string, G, F. That's the riff of the song. Once again, slower. Alright, so that's the riff. It's just C, 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 G, F, C, 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 G. Verse is one chord until the very end. I do this in a lot of songs. For the past few years, I haven't made the scene. Too much going on, situations unforeseen. I used to be the guy who everybody knows. Now it feels so strange without this previous story. Without this previous story. So you see, it only changes to the G, or really it's the actual chord is A flat because it's in D flat. So then here's where the chords in the song I think get the most interesting. You don't care why. That's A minor. All the things that I can do. That's F. I travel all alone, and as a loner, needed you. All right, so now slower. You got, A minor, F, things that I can do, D. It's in D major, G. So now we're back on the C chord. Now the song gets really interesting because it goes F, D, G, C. Here's your first chord, E flat, C, E flat, G. Once again, I'll do it slower. From the invisible man to everybody once called me their friend. Now my presence does offend the passerby. I'm the invisible man in all my circles, close to everyone. And they say, what is this weird chord, this E flat? But really, it's E natural. It's just a standard E chord, but down here. But because I got the capo on, this is probably the only chord that might give a beginner trouble. And the way I play this chord, so I play C. Now imagine playing C, but with the three other fingers without your pointer. And instead of the capo, you got, so. You see what that movement is? You're going, the invisible man, everybody once called me their friend. Now my presence as a friend, the passerby. Try to use as many open chords as possible to show the beginner players how it's done. Now, you could also do invisible man. That you can also do. And just play bar chords. F, D, G, C, C, E flat, C, E flat, G. Call me their friend. Now my presence does offend. But what I like to do is I love this inversion. Like we all have bar chords that we love. Some of us like, some of us like the E bar chord, the A bar chord. The E bar chord is kind of hard, but I can kind of see doing it. But it's the C bar chord that is my favorite bar chord, and that's this. You see what kind of movement you can do with that? I use it so much in my music. Because you have access to the low inversions of the other two notes of the chord, and you can work it in all kinds of ways. So now what you could do is say, I think I also love using that chord based on the Help movie. Follow me for a second. When I see George Harrison playing the chorus in Help. twist and shout, but it's also help. You know, in help, it's when I was younger, so much younger than today. I never needed anybody's help in me. I saw him do this in the movie. I was like, oh, that's a chord. I remember being 13, watching the movie, seeing that chord, and go, ooh, that's cool. So I just kind of lifted that. That's where that comes out of. So yeah, there's some chordable. It's one of my easier songs chordal-wise. It doesn't have too much chords in it, but it's got some. And you'll get to the point where your hand just land on that, you know. And what you're doing is you're barring the 3rd fret. Your pinky is 3 frets higher. Your ring finger is 2 frets higher. You let the G string ring out. Your middle finger is on the B string, and then the E string is still barred. The high E string is barred by your 1st. And then it just resolves on G. Now, for the instrumental break, I hang it on 1 chord. Da 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 da. And you don't even need that chord, it's kind of just there. But it shows you that even on 1 chord, this, you know, even though there was already a verse, it had different notes. The goal in these chords is, the goal of music is to let the music, let the notes kind of weave around the chords. So there's never a dull moment in the music. Can't sing that low because I'm saying it's all the way down here with my guitar tuned to C. So it's hard to sing that low. Now, the second verse sings this one. And now the time has come to make my rounds again. Into you I'll run, no matter where or when. But the question is, will you recognize or walk right past this stranger otherwise? You see, I'm clapping. I'm trying to do. Not every verse has to be played the same way, and I'm learning this. And that clap, hey, it makes it more rock and roll, especially the way it was captured on the recording with the echo on my clapping. It's something I'm very happy with on the sound of that recording. Ooh, people joining in on the YouTube. Andy C, yeah, play Head in a Ceiling Fan. Andy Schultz. I have a request. Okay, what's your request? I can play Smells Like Teen Spirit or Lee's. I'll play that next time. Can you be in hell? I'll be good company. God, stop with your NPC-isms, man. If you want to be part of the conversation, so, oh, play Superman, oh, play Superman. I don't like that. I'm here to educate people on their music. I'm here to provide something different with the music. Please, it's not part of this conversation. It's not part of this community. I'm not saying we don't like Skinner, we don't like, we like him just fine. I like Skinner just fine. But I don't think that's part of this conversation. I can play anything. Anything with melody, harmony, and rhythm, I can learn and I can show you. In fact, I'm going to do a video for you. As soon as I'm done with the Invisible Man video, I will show you how to play Teen Spirit. Because you asked nicely. And Teen Spirit, I'm not a huge Nirvana fan, but they can write melodies. And that's what music's about. Melody, harmony, rhythm. Don't let anyone else tell you anything other than that. Music is melody, harmony, rhythm. So now we're almost done with Invisible Man because it is a simple song. So then you go to the second pre-chorus. You don't care what A minor, all the things that I can do. I travel all alone. There's a load of I like to play the seventh over there to show you that I'm the invisible man. Everybody wants to call me their friend. Notice my presence does offend the passerby. I'm the invisible man. My circle went to everyone. The introduction has begun. Passion of splash. And now you're in the final chorus, which is also the same. You're going, I'm the invisible. Once called me their friend. Now my presence doesn't offend the passerby. I'm the invisible man. All my circles to everyone. The introduction has begun. And that's the simple way of playing Invisible Man. Now, we're going to capo the first fret, which is really a negative capo, because you can't access these notes in the standard tune guitar. You just can't. Part of why I like doing this is because standard tuning gives you the same notes as everywhere else. Meanwhile, down tuning, even though like you think down tuning, you think metal, you think something heavy. Hell, Leadbelly down tuned his guitar, I believe, to C standard. And if you hear his guitar, it's a fat 12 string. It ain't no. I love 12 string in any permutation, but Well, I gotta cover the bass parts because I am my bass player. It's nice to have notes like this. Now I'm going to show it to you still with a pick. Now the intermediate way. Now you're in my tuning. I'm going to show you a little bit more how it's actually played. Notice I like the low E to kind of ring. The fuzz is on this song. So. Notice the bar C, one of my favorite chords in the universe. for the past few years. Now I'm not just strumming the chord. Now you're seeing I'm doing like, it's a bounce, a 5/6 bounce. I mean, Chuck Berry does it all over his music. A lot of Beatles songs have this. A lot of like every rock and roll song. For the past few years, I haven't made a scene. Too much going on, situations unforeseen. I used to be the guy who everybody knows. Now I feel so strange without this feeling. I noticed I didn't play all the strings, I just played these three. Let your voice imply what chord you're hearing without playing it on the guitar. Let your voice. I haven't made a scene, too much going on, situations unforeseen. I used to be the guy who everybody knows. It's hard to do that. Well, I used to be the guy who everybody knows. Now it feels so strange without this radio. I'm playing pretty low too, because what you want to get is this meaning. Breathe slow. Because I'm not playing that F natural, that F natural or the E flat note. It's kind of implied. You don't care who I am. Right, so now I'm just playing bass notes on it. You don't care who I am. And it's over a C sharp minor chord. Who I am, all the things that I can do. That's where the chords get really interesting to my ears. I think to your ears too. Don't care, you don't care who I am, all the things that I can do. 'Cause things that I can do. Notice the chromatic movement. I travel all alone. There's a loner bit, loner do. Now I'm singing the 13th, and it's so loner bit do. Hear how unsettling that sounds? The adieu. So once again, you don't care who I am, all the things that I can do. I travel all alone. That's just an F sharp chord. We're playing the E open. I love it. There's another voicing in music I just love. It sounds so fast, even in standard tuning. I'm basically singing there the 11 to 3 or the 4th. So it's kind of like a jazz tune. It gets jazzy, but that's what it is. Yeah, who I am, all the things that I can do. I travel all alone. There's a loner bit of you on the invisible line. So it's fast change. It's everybody wants to be their friend. Now my thoughts and the smells of them will pass her by. Ooh. For those players who play guitar solos, yeah, I play instrumental breaks, I don't play guitar solos. But for all intents and purposes, say you're a soloing guitar player with a regular pick. It's a CCR move. So your kimbo is here, right? Fifth, third. Again, so one of my favorite guitar moves ever. Hearing those two notes together just brings me Arkham's nostalgia, because a lot of Arkham songs have this. We used very unsettling chords in the 2000s, mainly in the 2010s. Once I discovered how much I love dissonance. So again, I'm just playing around with the seventh. So notice now you're starting to see why I like this down-tuned guitar. So now you can play down. You're on the 5 with your middle finger, and you're on the 4 with your index finger. Or you can just play it up here. So with the cable, you're on the 10th fret, and you're going. You know, it's just a chordal move. Now your 2 frets down, so you're on the 8th fret, early 7th fret. Right? So you're going 8, 10, 5. Notice. You saw what I did there? And now the time has come to make my rounds again. Into you I'll run, no matter where I'll win. But the question is, do you recognize all walk right past the stranger on the line? You don't care who I am, or the things that I can do. I travel all alone, as a loner Peter Invisible man too. Here's where it gets. No, but it gets interesting. So now it's kind of like the breakdown part. I'm the invisible man to everybody. Alright, so I'm going on the A string, right? Now I'm trying to mimic like an upright bass. I'm the invisible man to everybody. So on the A string with the K1 first, 0, 1, 2, D string 1, 4, then opening 4, then the 2 on the A string. On this one. B7 over here. their rhythm picks up, fuzz kicks in. No one seems to be tuning in on Instagram, so I'm going to use a different medium. Now out come the thimbles, and I'll show you how I actually play this song. Alright, so how I actually play it is like this. For the past few years, I haven't made the scene. Too much going on, situations unforeseen. I used to be the guy everybody knows. Now feeling so strange without a you don't care who I am or the things that I can do. I travel all alone. It's a loner That's how you actually play Invisible. Anyway, guys, I'm signing off for now. Come check out some more of my stuff later on.